You know, Judas, man.
Yeah. Somebody got to fill that void. But it's a necessary evil once again. That's that balance. And when you see things happen to these unfortunate undesirables, that should fear you, put fear in you to continue to go harder, man.
So I remember that brother Quan told me that, man. It's always, he told me this a long time ago, it's always a Judas among them. It's always somebody that's faking it. And they eventually they gonna betray you, because that's what just happened. You just betrayed Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. And you didn't think, like, maybe, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, he didn't think he was going to do it, until, like, the Lord told him, one of y'all in this room is going to betray me. He told him, one of y'all going to betray me. You know what I mean?
Deny me 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, no, I ain't.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, he said he's going to deny me 3 times. So the Lord, like the brother said, spiritual. The Lord put the spirit on you to be infidel, to betray the brotherhood. Lord willing, we don't get that spirit on us.
That's one of the things, you know, that should that's one of the things, you know, that should put the fear on you. Or that or you know, the Heavenly Father, you know, or you know, like he could like you could have been predestined to be a reprobate, you know, from the jump. All right, so you know that's one of the things, you know. I mean, we were talking about or you know, that one precept in Psalms about, you know, not letting, you know, the Holy Spirit, you know, like be departed from us, right? You know, that's why, you know, that one prayer in particular is very important.
That's why King David, that's how you know he was a man of the Most High heart. King David wasn't no perfect man. What he said, no matter what I do, just don't take your spirit from me. You know what I mean? Just don't take it from me, man. That's how the spirit you gotta be in, man. Alright? Cause we ain't talking to you like I'm perfect. Speak on my son. No perfect, man. But I pray for the, hey, man, just forgive me for that and let me keep doing this work. You didn't give a fuck. You just said fuck it. I'll never forget, man. I'll never forget that walk, man. That just walked away. Pride, man. Walking like Jerome Martin and shit. That pride.
Yeah, the other thing is, you know, that's the first time, you know, that's like the first time he showed up, you know, since we, you know, cast the judgment down.
The spirit that was that time.
Hey, that's right, because the scriptures talk about, man, the greater thou art, the more thou humble thyself. You know, the more you get to understand of the Lord, you're supposed to remain humble. You're not supposed to get bucked up, prideful, and whatnot. And unfortunately, that's what happens within Israel, man. They get, hey, man, they wax fat and they kick, man.
Knowledge puffed up.
Yep, knowledge puffed up.
Because the more knowledge you get, the more you realize how you're falling short of the glory.
That's right.
That's how it really should be. You know what I mean? You realize how long you would really have to go to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. How he really wants you to be pleased, like how he really want to be pleased.
And then, you know, just the basics, you know, just all the criteria, you know, it takes, you know, for him to be dealing with you, you know, you know, all the criteria, you know, it takes for him to maybe be dealing with you.
Telling the truth, all right? Brothers telling the truth.
Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Yeah, and that was you know, that was like before, you know, but yeah, we had, you know, like the scoffer and all that, or you know, a lot of people, you know, that come up, or you know, and a lot of people, you know, that even, you know, come to this truth, or you know, they don't know, you know, that's just as far as, you know, like the gravity of, you know, what you're getting involved into, or you know, as far as, you know, I just wanted you to have that on deck because, you know, he wasn't taking this, you know, seriously. It's the thing, you know, people just, you know, come up with their, you know, their scoffing, their gainsaying and all that. But the thing is, you know, they're not coming up against us, they're coming up against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Or, you know, and that even goes back, because I was talking about, you know, the correlation between, the shit you talk and then the consequences for it. Or, you know, that used to happen to me in the world. Or, you know, just like being drunk at a party, you know, talking shit, but then, you know, a week or two later, or, you know, the same shit I was talking, it flipped around and happened to me.
Ephesians 5:17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Alright? And that's what these scoffers is, man. They're just unwise. They don't know what the will of the Lord is. They don't know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy them. Alright? They call God and Jesus Christ. They don't know that. That's why niggas can come up here and talk about, like the Lord scared of the GDs. Serious, man? Right? That's why they can do shit like that. That's why niggas can throw shit at us, pull guns at us, because they don't get it.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna hop off the line. Man, let the spirit lead us. We're not gonna hop off the line and beat your ass every time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time we're gonna say, man, fuck it, man. Keep going, man. All right?
That's his demons.
Yeah, but the Most High, he's gonna fuck you up. It ain't gonna be no talking in that day.
This is Proverbs, and I still got what you got called from a hoe, but I seen this right next to it. I gotta grab this one. Proverbs 22, I'm gonna start at 1. It says, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. And what come to mind is Job, man. He had many great riches because, like the brother was breaking down, if you got one sheep, which he has, like he said, like 7,000, which is completion. If you got one sheep, that's all kinds of different. What type of material is that? It's not like it's wool, but it's like you can make it into something else, like almost like silk kind of. I can't think of it. Lord, when they come to me, but it's a certain type of material that's real expensive that they try to mimic with these fake fur and whatnot. It's not silk, it's one that comes with it, but it comes from like sheepskin. Not skin, but the fur. But nonetheless, that's riches, and that's the point I'm trying to get at. And Job's name, the name of the Lord, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. Job is more known for his name and him enduring to the end than the riches that he had. All right, I'm just using him as an example. It says, in loving favor rather than silver and gold. It says the rich and poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right, the prudent man is the one who's wise. Okay, one who utilizes wisdom. It says he foreseeth the evil. How? He looked at the news, the current events was taking place, you know, and he hid himself in the fear of the Lord. That covering. Like the scriptures say, woe to them that take covering, but not of me, that they may add sin unto sin. It says, verse 4, by humility, so like, let me finish that last part, but the simple pass on and are punished. These simple-minded people, they'll pass on and going to be punished. By humility and the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua are riches and honor and life. So you're still going to obtain all that stuff that you seek on this side if you put the kingdom first. Like scripture say, seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you. You got it, bro. I'm about to look up that topic that I was talking about.
It's Ephesians 2 and 11. Wherefore remember that ye, being in past time Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called circumcision, in the flesh made by hands. Right? Who once were Gentiles, man. Right? So you're not supposed to become Israelite, not becoming Israelite, you was always an Israelite. But coming to the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, then go back into living the ways of the Gentiles. You're not supposed to do that shit. Right? Cause now, hey man, you brought more of a judgment upon yourself. Cause you're not like, and that's the spirit I was talking to the brother this morning. You're not like them niggas in the world no more. You're not ignorant of anything. You've been around the brothers too long. So every sin, every time you go off, it's still in your mind. It's still gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? That you going off. Right? So that's why it says in past time being Gentiles. The person that we was before we came into this truth was supposed to be dead. Alright? We're supposed to be reborn in the spirit as a new being, man.
That's another thing. You're not only like going back in your own vomit, but it's like you're going back to that, you know, dead body that's, you know, it's been, you know, in the process of decomposing, you know, ever since like you came in. All right, but now you're back in that, you know, vessel spiritual.
Ephesians 2 and 12. That at that time you were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of the promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world. Right? It's like this nigga. Right? That's what you basically going back to, a nigga like that, man. Right? You're without Yahushua. You have no hope, man. Right? You have nothing, man. So you going back amongst the 2/3, right? Trying to fit in with them when you're not gonna fit in with them anymore anyway, man. You know too much. And you niggas that fell out, Esau still gonna come get you.
That's right.
He still come get you.
Right.
You know too much.
Yeah.
So don't think just because you lead the truth, you
I lead the truth. I'm the way.
you safe from the Revelation 12 and 12. Don't think you safe from that shit.
I'm this.
Hey, you came out, you put a garment on, you said the name Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Esau is coming to get you, man. Niggas like that, he can get later, man. You know, niggas like that, he can get later.
Hey, if I may say,
It's all good.
not to digress either. I had looked it up just for edification's sake. It's cashmere. That's the name I was looking
Cashmere.
for. Cashmere was the name of it, and it's really expensive stuff.
I think they want all the same
And that was just an analogy I was trying to get.
I think that's kind of what they have.
Hey, like the brother made mention, it's not us he bucking against. It's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Ephesians 2 and 13. But now in Yahweh Shai, ye who sometimes were afar off are made nigh by the blood of the Messiah. For he is our peace, who have made both one and have broken down the middle wall of partition between us. All right, speaking on the act that Yahweh Shai did for us. Right? So, hey, man, you ain't even say that in the world, man. You put the Lord back on the cross. You go back out into the world, you expect Yahweh Shai to go back up on the cross for your wicked ass, man? So he's coming back to kill you, man. Right? You got it.
Good luck.
Nah, for real, that's real.
He said, "Don't let that man fight y'all." That's real shit.
Go ahead, though. Keep going.
Like
Little bro clouded.
Ephesians 2 and 15. Having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in the ordinances, but to make in himself of twain one new man, of so making peace, and that he might reconcile both unto the Most High in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby. All right, speaking on what Yahweh Shai did for us, man. You hopeful elect, man. Who these people call Jesus? All right, Yahweh Shai, what he did for, he went up on the cross and sacrificed himself, man. All right, that was, the scriptures say that he was marred worse than any man. All right,
You referring to Jesus?
Yahweh Shai, yeah, who they call Jesus, Yahweh Shai.
Okay.
Yeah, he was marred worse than any man, meaning, hey, the shit that he went through physically, no man never went through that.
Right.
And who did he do that for? The elect, man. All right, so when you walk your goofy ass into this truth, man, all right, and you don't take it seriously, man, you basically spit on Yahweh Shai, man. You didn't give a fuck what he did. You didn't care, man, all right?
Can I ask a question? Or is this not a Q&A type
Go
thing?
ahead, bro. You sincerely ask a question.
I hear you talking about Jesus. So are you saying that the image that the white people portray as Jesus is the devil? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. The Jesus that we know as, I believe Jesus is the black man all day. So you're not saying that's the devil, right?
I got it.
No. He ain't the devil. It's the devil.
Right.
Them both go together.
Because that's just, hey man, it's just wickedness, man. It's so-called,
definitely.
But who the Lord is, even as he's described in the Bible, he's described that, so he's dark as
Bronze, yeah.
Right.
He just like
hair,
your skin is. He look just like you, man. So who is this? Where that come from?
Right.
The Bible say he a dark-skinned man. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who, like the word devil means deceiver. So who
That's
who deceives you? Who did this shit?
Gotcha.
So-called white man. So
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
Of course.
Exactly. Exactly.
They don't see no Chinese Jesus.
That's right.
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 You don't see
But you
no
know,
Arab
often,
Jesus.
I was watching a documentary called Hidden Colors. I don't know if y'all see that. But,
I gotta check that out.
often foreign places, they really have Jesus depicted as a black man.
Yeah, like,
Right,
like
of
you don't
course.
see this often.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like in Cairo. In Cairo, it's hold your piece. In Cairo,
hold on.
it was it's a museum that guards stand in front of because it got our ancient relics in it.
Yeah.
They stand they actually stand in front of the museum with guns and shit, and you can't get in because the real image of the Lord in there. Back in Rome, and I believe that was Rome. It was a statue of Yahweh Shai. Y'all remember that? With his features. He was
Brown. He was brown, all brown. Yeah.
What's
I
the
mean,
name that you use?
so-called Negro features, man. That's the Lord, man. His name is Yahweh Shai. Okay. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh. Okay. So we say Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Because who you call Jesus is our mediator. We can't talk directly to the Lord.
Right.
To the Most High.
Right.
So we depend on our big brother. And we don't worship.
But when you pray though, aren't you in that a direct line to God Himself?
Yahweh Shai is the mediator.
Right.
He's the man in between.
Right.
We two, I mean, come on, look at us down here in America, man. How we gonna talk to the Most High?
Right.
So we need our big brother to talk to him. We need our big brother to be the, just like you got siblings.
Yeah.
You got a little brother? Yeah. Just like sometimes your little brother do some crazy shit, you gotta go talk to the parents for him. Like, look, man, just lay off him a little bit. He was tripping, man. That's how our big brother Yahweh Shah do us, man.
Right.
I know he might
real, because before Jesus came, God was ruthless. No mercy.
He wasn't
playing no games. He was ruthless. He was righteous. He's wiping out.
He's righteous.
Hey, he still is though. He still. We know what he means. He'll be no
mercy.
He'll be no disrespect. He was though.
Y'all think I'm gonna wipe this bitch out?
Exactly. You right.
Oh, y'all wanna fuck men? Let's burn this bitch down.
That's coming again. That's coming again.
I think he wasn't playing, man. He wasn't playing no games.
That's where the mercy come in, man. For the elect though. Because you talk that same ruthlessness that you talking about.
Right.
These niggas that you see walking up and down the street, they gonna feel that.
Right.
Just like the first death was water, the second death gonna be fire. So the same way he flooded the earth with water,
right.
He gonna flood it with
I
fire.
thought he promised he wouldn't do that again, right?
With the rainbow, that's water.
Yeah.
He said water. He won't flood the earth no more. Remember? That's what he said. He did promise to that.
You got a second to stick around?
Yeah, I'm waiting on this bus. Yeah, it come at 3:09. I don't know what time it is now.
Stick around for this, brother.
I'm just gonna get this.
No doubt.
All right, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not where and who is he?
So essentially, yeah, man. Hey, man, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. All right, the wicked, those are the ones who just follow the money. You know, follow who runs the banks and whatnot. The so-called banking family.
That was just like Chris Tucker said in Rush Hour 2, follow the rich white man.
Right. So they're the wicked. All right, but they try to portray themselves as being righteous. All right, he said he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where who is he? He's the ultimate judge. But even in the aspect of like the different depictions in the books, like the brother, hey, go to your cover page and show what type of images that they show within that 1611. You know, that look right there. They cover the faces of the judges thereof. They try to portray themselves as being like Paul and those ancient men, but really they were all dark-skinned men. The scriptures say, you know, their vision is blacker than a coal. All right, in the book of Lamentations. So that's just going into the
that for real?
It really says we can get into it. We can get into everybody in the Bible was
that's another one.
I believe that too. Look at the region they were in.
So-called.
I mean, just look at the region. Just look at the region they were in.
They was just brown-skinned people.
Yeah, there couldn't be any like white people in that region.
They were
just common sense.
It was white people there.
Just common sense.
It was so-called white people there.
How? They can't stand that sun like that.
But they was there. The Lord, because the Lord can do anything.
First Maccabees 3 and 40.
I got it too.
Oh, you got it. First Maccabees 3 and 48.
15.
Yeah, 3 and 48. And lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likenesses of their images. All right, and that's the likenesses of their images, man. All right, because anybody outside the people that you see on this sign are heathens, man. All right, if your lineage don't go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, now these you may know us better as Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, but these are our biblical nationalities. So if your line don't go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are the father of these tribes, you a heathen. So that's why the scripture said that.
You got Mexicans down there too?
Yeah, we all the same people.
Why they feel they better than us?
Because they got some of them.
And they don't understand that white people look at them the same way they look at us. Like they don't even understand that. Like they look at you the same way they look at us.
It's the curses though.
Tell me what the definition of heathen mean.
He finna get it for you.
Just anybody that's not an Israelite.
Anybody that's not an Israelite. Like, I ain't just
okay.
I thought you was going deeper with it.
Yeah, that's so. All right, Deuteronomy 28 and 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Hey, and that's one of the, like that you're talking about. They don't realize we the same people. They think they better than us. It's that fairer skin.
But it's really because Esau, because the damn devil, the Edomites. It's like the dude right here, that's the Edomite, according to the Bible. All right, they Edomites. All right, they come from a man named Esau, Jacob's twin brother. All right, Jacob is the progenitor of these people on this side right here. Esau, he's the progenitor of so-called Caucasians.
So how did they come along though? Because Adam and Eve were both black, and Eve populated the whole earth, correct? That's a good question. So the whole earth was black once upon a time, right?
Hey, he got some good questions though.
So how did white people come along and
Lord cursed them, right?
Genesis
25.
So they were really created. Like,
They was brown first.
Okay, oh, you're right.
They was brown just like us.
Right.
Was
You
brown.
get that first, you grab that though.
Genesis, yeah, 4 with they were brothers.
That's crazy.
Or Genesis.
As a matter of fact, let him get at 4 first. So like,
That's crazy.
You sure?
because they can't select it, but they came from us though.
Right. And it had to because, like, I do believe, and of course, this is just my belief. I don't know if right or wrong, but just based on just, I mean, history, facts, and documentation, but the whole earth once upon a time was black. Nothing but black.
Brown, right. Brown.
People of color.
Brown.
Okay,
look,
right.
I don't want to cut you off, but I want.
Oh yeah, go ahead, because I got to hop on this bus. But yeah, go ahead.
This is Genesis 4, and I'm going to get to the point at 8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him.
And that goes into the murderous spirit of Esau. That's the
That's when he was like, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Yeah, okay, got you.
That's
What's going on?
Hey, do y'all got that?
got a second to stick around?
Is that some contact information?
Yeah, that's
Hey
contact
man, I'm gonna get with y'all, man. I wish I could stay here and cipher with y'all all day, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be in touch if there's some information on this paper.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, like the brother said, that goes into Esau's hate towards Israel, man. Because that was technically what that was, man. Him raising up us, killing us.
That's right.
But getting to the point, I was going to jump straight to 14. It says, "Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the fear," it's like from the face of the earth, "and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me."
Must not be his buzz.
That's why you go through that's why you gotta go through the spirit. All right, Esau is a vagabond on the earth, man. All right, it's a spiritual thing, man. All right, that's why like a process of elimination. Man. All right, Esau is the vagabond on the earth, man. Because if you look at it, all these other nations have their own land, man. All right, the Israelites had their own land, the Moabites had their own land, the Ammon, everybody had their own land set. Well, he had Mount Seir. All right, but you see, he's still a vagabond going upon the earth. All right, putting his name on everything, bombing people, man, stealing land. All right, he's still that vagabond, man, upon the earth, man. All right, vagabond meaning like someone who doesn't have a home. Yeah, traveler. You know what I mean? Someone who doesn't have a specific home, man. All right, and that's his spirit.
That's what they like to do. It's like, someone from France, like doing all the way over in, Japan.
Exactly.
Or then Australia.
Even them Moabites you see here, they got Levi's on and shit. They ain't supposed to be wearing that shit. But that's their culture, man. You got Ham over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
These Saint Laurent, the different designers.
Yeah, man. What the fuck, man? Y'all supposed to be in your own land,
Versace.
amongst your own people, man. That's how the most
different cars, the Ferraris, the Porsches.
Yeah, man. You got it though.
Hold it real quick.